Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name's Micho. I like to make stuff. Today I've got part number 104 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together. Without further ado, let's just jump right into this one. Alright, starting off, it's actually kind of a thick one today. Look at that. Got our cover here. We've got, a little half box. Got our part. Take a look at that. That looks like inner fender liners from the front, it looks like. And we've got our magazine. All right, let's check out that magazine. All right, let's check it out. So, as normal, I checked it out beforehand, and actually it's pretty cool. Another owner's story of their AE86, and guess who the owner is? It's actually this woman. She bought this vehicle on her own, used from what I saw in the article. It's her husband and their son actually kind of grew up in the AE86 too as well. It's pretty cool. They're the kids. But yeah, Saki-san, here's her name. Bought this, needed a vehicle that was pretty economical, and she's done mild upgrades to it, very, very mild, but just kept it for, said, 40 years about. She got some nice wheels on it, and she got a Nardi steering wheel, but other than that, pretty bone stock. Not much modifications. You can pause and look at her story a little bit there, along with the first page too as well. But what you really was interesting is that she said that she got it painted twice. So she kept a factory paint, the paint color of the red, and she had it painted twice. Kind of keep it nice and beautiful. She said that she had to do engine work too as well. But other than that, bone stock. You got fuel injection. They were actually talking about like modifying it a little bit, but she was like, no, keep it stock as much as you can. So she did do basically a pretty decent restore. But that's what's great about this, is that this kind of story is that her goal was to keep it as kind of stock as possible. I'm sorry if it's out of focus. I want to make sure you guys can read all that. Pretty cool looking Levin hatch. You can see how clean it is too as well. But again, the only real modifications, different wheels, different steering wheel, bone stock. She's the primary driver, or was the primary driver of the vehicle too as well. This is a photo of when she purchased the vehicle too as well, way back when. But I love these stories of owners kind of holding on to them, driving driving it as a car, because you're so used to seeing really, really modified ones that seeing one that's just pristine and being driven as much as possible, it's pretty cool. All right, and I checked out the book, and that's the only part is the owner story, which is awesome. So in this part, we're going to be installing, looks like these kind of wheel well covers here in the actual chassis there. You can see it there. Pretty simple. But then we actually are going to be installing some LEDs, looks like in the fenders too as well. Good, now all set up, situated, maybe actually installed there. I don't know. Oh, I guess we're going to, oh, I see. We're going to be disconnecting certain ones and then having them pre-installed on the body itself, so that when it is time to install these, we'll be good to go. All right, and actually there's another part beyond that. So let's take a look at the part, and give me 1 second while I get that set up. All right, starting out, hanging out in the bag itself with these CM screws here. Let's see, CM. And looking at the part itself, and get into this piece here. We have our fender liners, wheel well liners, if you want to call them that too as well. A couple bolt holes there. These are plastic right there and right here. They are not labeled, so you kind of have. Oh no, they are. There's a right there, and a left right there, and that's it. That's all. That's all that's in this part. All right, so let's get started to get the model and get these installed. All right, we haven't seen this in a while, but here is the body with everything else installed. We are going to actually be taking this right fender cover here and kind of feeding it in like so here on this side. Kind of rotating the tire. This back wheel. It's already been installed. You have to go this way? Oh, of course. You call it follow the line. I wonder if... No, the tires are the same. I'm having a little trouble. Oh, maybe just hug the tire a little more. Like an idiot. So looks like we're going to be attaching this hole here. Let me turn the light on here. Right there. This one, and then this one on the back over here. Couple holes right there. Oh, actually, not this hole. There's another one down here. That's the one we want to attach it to. All right. Get our CM screws. Okay, 2 screws in, fender liner installed. Looks good. And I think let me flip the page real quick in the instructions. Whoa, okay, hold on. Weird. Okay, just realized. That's all we're installing, the right side, step complete. We're actually not installing the left. So look like we're here. That's the left one. We're not doing that one yet. Very strange. Okay, so we installed 2 screws for this part so far. We got some wiring to do though. I'm going to make sure I hang on to these CM screws with the other fender because we're not installing the left one just yet. Okay. Wow, that's very strange. But I'll take it. So I've got the other fender here. Got the CM screws here. I'm actually going to take a little bit of tape. I will need to use some tape on the other one. And tape these on the fender. Like that. Make sure they don't go anywhere. Okay, let me get set up for the wires because I think I've got to disconnect some of these. Actually, maybe we'll leave it up here. Click J11, J13, and J2. I've got to disconnect. Oh, here you go. Here's J11. Here, let's move this down here so you can see. J11, 2 of them. Oh, yeah, okay. So it disconnects these 2. Okay. And then J13. Yeah, J13's right here. Okay, disconnect those 2 as well. That's a pretty cool system, like numbering system that they did, just because it's pretty complex to keep these all in order. So having these little flags on the pieces, actually pretty genius. J13, and then 2 J2s. They're not combined, so these are both like combined into one. See, like that. So I have one J2 here, which is blue and red. So we'll disconnect that. Do have another J2. Thought I saw it. J4. See it here, and J2. Here's another one. Disconnect that. All right, I've got all of my wires that I need here disconnected. I think I can probably put this guy away because I've got to actually swap for the other body because it's got the fenders on there. So give me 1 second, I'll swap these out. Okay, so we've got the body here that we've been working on, not the actual vehicle itself. And we're actually going to be attaching these J13s here into the corner light right here. So make sure this is in focus for you. That just gets this LED gets slid right in there. Cool. And then this other one just kind of hangs here right now. And then we take just a piece of tape. They use kind of a yellow masking tape. I don't have that. I just have a blue one. Piece of masking tape here just to kind of keep these wires in check, and then tape these two just like so. And I'm gonna let's see, try to keep it out of eyesight view if I can. That goes there, and then we'll do the same thing. We actually take this, don't want to bang it on anything, flip it around like so. Got the opposite side over here. Shall move the camera too as well, so you can see the opposite side over here. And we take the J11, and I don't think it matters which LED goes into which. They're going to do the same thing, and that just kind of slid into here too as well. And then same thing, taped right there. Cool. All right, next step. Oh, okay. After taping these on and having these just kind of hang out now, they just wanted us to have these available, these J2s available, have the fender available, and yeah, that is the part. Just the fender liner in the body position, the other fender liner we are not installing, getting these kind of corner lights taped on here, ready to go, and then having these other, I think these are the bumper lights, ready to go too as well. So, or maybe this is fog lights. So, pretty small part today. Really cool story in the magazine, but that is really, check it out. That's, look at the two wires are here and the fender liners here. That's it for this part number 104 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. Let's take a look at the next part and take a look at that. These are the front liners. So I would not be surprised if we're doing the same thing. Maybe even installing this one too as well. So look forward to that in part number 105. We are 5 parts away, guys. So I'll see you then. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Consider subscribing. Like the video. It really helps the channel grow. So we'll see you guys in part number 5. Bye for now.